Hey guys, welcome back to another Destiny, the Taking King, and like the title says below, I'm gonna show you guys my 335 Light Titan, and some of the 335 items that I have. I've been grinding Destiny a lot lately, since the April update came out, and I've gotten it pretty far into, like, grinding, I guess. I've done a lot of strikes, done the raid a couple times, and here is where my Titan is right now. He's reached the, max light level cap, so that's nice, of course, and, also have, like, a few guns and gear that, are also 335. So starting with my primary slot, I have a 335 shadow price, no, an answering cord, and not like the others, along with a 335 1000 yard stare, Queenbreaker's bow, Lord of Wolves, Telesto, binary dawn, which I use mainly for Crucible, Black Spindle, my Jabberhack AD, and Invective. Don't know why I don't have that locked. And then I have a Sleeper Simulant, Thunderlord, Arc Edge, that's not 335, my Bretomart Stand, and Truth, and I have a couple of other 335 ghosts, but those are in the vault, not really to use, I guess. And then for class items, I have my main class item, and then the one I use in Iron Banner, just so I can gain more Iron Banner, XP, or reputation. And then I got my Suit Pearl artifact, which is also 335, well, yeah. And then for my leg armor, I got 335 Hesperos Type 0 and Iron Companion Greaves. And then I have Crest of Alpha Lupi here, Twilight Garrison, and then my Iron Companion Plate, which I use just so I can, like, equip another exotic if I need, such as Ruin Wings. And then I also have my legendary 335 gauntlets, Iron Companion gauntlets. And then I have a 335 Hesperos Type 0 helmet, and a 335 Helm of Saint 14. And yeah, and I guess not sure what else to talk about, but I guess I could, like, show you some of the guns I have. So, for auto rifles, I have the Shadow Price. I used to, oh wow, I don't have this locked. I used to use this, all the time, when Destiny first came out in year 1. I actually still have the year 1 version, but this was my pretty much go-to primary weapon in year 1, when, yeah, the game first came out, like I just said. Also, I had the Devil You Know in year 1, which was actually my first primary, legendary weapon. I still remember that. I still remember my reaction when I got it. And I also have, an answering cord. Yeah, 335. It's not from year 1, but I do like this auto rifle. I like the way it shoots, and then like the feel of it, I guess. And I like how the sight is kind of like a hologram, and you only see it when you aim down. So that's pretty cool. And then I got this scout rifle, not like the others. This is not a year 1 weapon either. It's from Taken King, and yeah, this is pretty much my go-to scout rifle, I guess. It has crowd control, explosive rounds, reactive reload, which isn't that very much of a useful perk, I guess. I guess I'll show this off too. I have some pretty good perks on my shadow price. I have hip fire and counterbalance along with perfect balance. These two perks, I think, are the exact same. I mean, has extremely low recoil and has increased stability are pretty much the same thing, right? I don't know. I don't know a whole lot about guns, but I think they are. And then I have my 1,000 yard stare, which is my go-to sniper rifle. This is my PvP version, or sorry, my PvE version, because it has Firefly, which is always a nice perk to have, along with explosive rounds, and Last Resort, which is sort of useful, I guess, if I'm like the last guy living in like a nightfall, for example, and my teammates are waiting for me to revive them. I guess I have an advantage there with this perk. My PvP version is in the vault. It has hidden hand. I don't really have it on because it's not 335. But yeah, I also have Queen Breaker's bow. The reason why I have both of these 335 is because I kind of like the looks of them, and I like how they're kind of a fallen design. They're pretty much the exact same look as some of the fallen weapons, so I kind of like that. I also like, just shooting with them, I guess. I find them pretty fun to use, and I use them a lot when I'm out on patrol and just doing bounties or nothing that important, I guess. And then I have Telesto, which is also a fun weapon to use because whenever I shoot people, it makes them blow up. So that's a unique perk to have on a fusion rifle. Like it says here, fusion projectiles attach and detonate with the delayed void blast. So that's nice to have. I have a binary dawn, which, like I said earlier, I mainly use in PvP because it has rangefinder, and yeah, it has good range, and it's a really good shotgun, I guess, or at least I think it is. And Field Scout, which is a nice perk to have on this. I usually carry lots of ammo on it. Moving on to Black Spindle, which is pretty much the exotic version of Black Hammer from the Crota's End raid in year 1. Its exotic perk, White Nail, rapidly landing 3 precision shots will refill the magazine from your reserve, so that's a nice perk. And I really like using it in the raids and sometimes in the nightfall, I guess. Excuse me. And yeah, because you pretty much never have to reload as long as you land all precision headshots. So it's really nice to use for War Priest or Golgroth or some boss like that, especially if they have a big head or a crit spot. This is pretty much just a pistol I like to use, or a sidearm, like it's called. Doesn't have very good perks, but I don't really care. I mainly use it in patrol, I guess. It's just, I don't know, I guess I just find it nice to have a sidearm. And then I also have Invective, which I also use sometimes. I mainly use it in the beginning part of, the King's Fall raid in the first part where you have to gather up all the orbs so you can activate the portal. I use that to kill the ads quicker, especially the phalanxes that always try to push you off. And to shoot down the glass doors real quick. That's a nice thing to have. And then moving on to Sleeper Simulant. I mainly use this gun for strikes and the end part of the King's Fall raid, so I can kill the Shadow of Oryx quicker. I think that's what it's called. And then I also have a Thunderlord, which I mainly use for in case there's a nightfall or any other activity with arc burn on it. And then I also have a truth if it has void burn. And then that's not 335. Well, actually I'll just show this off anyway. I use raise lighter in certain strikes or boss fights, I guess. Such as Scion Flayers. This kills them really fast because it only takes like a few hits with its exotic perk to actually kill them. Yeah, Phoenix Uppercut. Use R2 to launch into a Solar Light Uppercut, which does a ton of damage to Scion Flayers and any other boss, I guess. And I also have my machine gun, which I pretty much use whenever I'm using Black Spindle or some other gun like that. Or if I'm on patrol, I'll use my Arc Edge sword, because I find swords pretty fun, but I wouldn't recommend using them for important activities such as strikes, nightfalls, excuse me, or the raid. Definitely wouldn't recommend it for the raid, unless it's for something, I don't know, where it would be good, I guess. And then class items, this is my go-to class item. It gives me increased Vanguard reputation, and then I have my Iron Banner one, which I use whenever I'm playing Iron Banner, because it actually increases my reputation gains by 10%, I think. I don't know if they changed that, but I remember before, if they did change it before, it was 10%. And then I have boots that let me carry more machine gun ammunition, and boots that let me carry more rocket launcher ammunition, depending on what one I'm using. Unless I'm like using a sword or a sleeper simulant, doesn't really matter which ones I wear, but usually I wear these ones just because they kind of look cooler than these ones. I find these boots kind of ugly, so I pretty much just use them when I need to use a rocket launcher. And then, Crest of Alpha Loopy. A lot of people don't really use this chest piece. They find it kind of stupid, I guess, but I think it's pretty good and really useful armor piece for strikes, I guess, or nightfall, because you can just quickly go and revive your fallen teammate and then quickly get out without dying, so it's really useful. And I also have Twilight Garrison, which I like to use in Crucible. I find it really fun to use in Crucible, especially when I'm using a shotgun. I also use it sometimes in PvE. I find it fun to use in the raids at the jumping puzzle parts. My teammates always get mad at me because it's so easy for me when I use this. But and I also have my Iron Companion plate, which is also a good chest piece, I guess. Doesn't really have an exotic perk because it's not an exotic, but yeah, I just wear this when I'm not using either Crest or Twilight, I guess. Such as when I'm using Ruin Wings or Helm of Saint 14. Anyway, moving on to that, I have these gauntlets, and then I have Ruin Wings, and Ruin Wings are actually really good in most activities, like the raid or strikes. If I weren't using Crest of Alpha Loopy, this would be my second option, Ruin Wings, because what they do is, Seeds of Ruin, heavy ammo drops more often and contains more ammo in each drop. So, definitely really useful gauntlets, in my opinion, for getting a lot of heavy ammo. And then we got my Hesperos Type 0 helmet. This and these boots are actually PlayStation exclusive armor pieces currently. I think they'll be on Xbox next year, but I'm not too sure. I don't know why they'd really care for just simple legendary armor. But yeah, that's that. Nothing too special about it. But then I have my Helm of Saint 14, which I mainly used in the raids for certain. What it does is it blinds enemies who enter it, so that's really useful. And yeah, I guess cause like when you're shooting Golgraf, when you're near to killing him, a bunch of taken thralls start to spawn behind you when you're shooting him, down under the leads, I guess. So it's nice to have a bubble behind which blinds most of them, I think, if not some. And yeah, that's pretty much it, I guess. Um, I didn't really make this video to show off, I guess. Just, I don't know. I just wanted to, like, make a video about something. Just to interest some people who want to see some of my gear. Or, like, how some of, why I find some of this gear useful. And, yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much my 335 Titan. I guess it was kind of a bragging video, but it wasn't really my goal to brag, just to like show you my stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much my video on my 335 Titan. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time in Destiny. I'll be playing Destiny next time. But I most likely will, because I'm enjoying the April update. I'm enjoying playing Destiny, but yeah, I'll see you next time.